Fareham Town Centre Management Partnership, which Councillor Arthur Manger has asked to keep your addresses on, so if you come forward please Arthur, and Councillor Evans if you first introduce him.
I'll do my very best to introduce this item. I think the report itself is fairly comprehensive. Over the years we have been involved quite considerably with, as a partner with the Town Centre Management in terms of the employment and management of the Town Centre Management. The Town Centre itself has reached a stage of development and progress that's indicating that this level of activity, or the nature of activity, is worthy of some adjustment in terms of how we move forward. And part of those elements will be, of course, to look at how and in what best form the Town Centre Management Reserve, which is held by the Borough Council and is held for the purpose of use within the Town Centre to assist with the Town Centre viability and progress as we go forward. I'll do my best to answer questions, Mr. Chairman, but I think the recommendations and background are fairly straightforward on the report itself.
Thank you very much. Councillor Mann.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Some members will know that I've been a member of the steering group, probably since its inception. The thing that concerns me about the report is either a lack of information or a lack of appropriate process. The functions and terms of reference which control the Town Centre Initiative certainly go back to July 2007, and they still exist, they're still functioning. One of the purposes of the terms of reference and of the steering group is to support a Town Centre manager. This post has been vacant since late 2014. It was the wish of the steering group to have this post reinstated. Protracted discussions followed between the committee and FPC officers, and as a result a draft memorandum of understanding was drawn up by Fareham Borough Council, and the Town Centre manager had become an events manager, change of title. This was reflected in the minutes of the 22nd of October 2015, where it was said that the events manager post would be advertised by Fareham Borough Council after the Christmas lights event to be held that year. This post was in fact filled by an existing FBC employee. To her credit, I must say she's done a fantastic job since she's been managing the offence. This was discussed by the steering group after the event, and it meant that there were 15 day-to-day functions additional to that of the events manager, which would be needed to be serviced by the group chairman or other business representative. This resulted in a letter to the chief executive concluding that the steering group had no role to play without the Town Centre manager. This report conclusion is that the partnership should be dissolved. However, the Town Centre Management Initiative terms of reference has a dissolution requirement at clause 10. There is nothing in the report that suggests that this has been complied with. Just excuse me for a moment. This is a copy of the terms of reference. And paragraph 10, clause 10, is headed dissolution. Dissolution. Equally listen for you. If members resolve to dissolve the Fareham Town Centre management, the officers and employees subject to resources will remain in office and be responsible for the winding up the affairs of the initiative. The officers must collect in all the assets of Fareham Town Centre management and must pay and make provision for all of the liabilities of the initiative. Officers must apply the remaining property or money directly for the aims or objectives and by transfer to any partnership or partnerships for the purpose same as or similar to the town centre management. Members may pass a resolution before, but at the same time as the resolution to dissolve Fareham Town Centre management, specifying the manner in which officers are to apply the remaining property or assets of the initiative, and the officers must comply with the resolution if it is consistent with the aims of the initiative. And then it goes on to say amendments to this may be made at any time. What I'm concerned about, there is nothing in the report that indicates that those conditions have been followed. If they have, then it should be demonstrated in the report. If they haven't, Fareham Borough Council do not have the powers, do not appear to have the powers, to dissolve the partnership unilaterally. The funds which remain are in the custody of Fareham Borough Council, simply because the Town Centre initiative was not a legal entity and could not hold those funds itself. Great care must be taken to deal with this money. It is obvious from para 17 in the report that the funds have emanated from a number of different sources. They are held by Fareham Borough Council, but are not controlled by the council. I ask that consideration be given to this effect.
Thank you very much indeed, Councillor Mandry. Well, I'll ask the Chief Executive Officer to comment, because obviously the correspondence was between him and the steering group chairman, or acting chairman, and then we'll actually come back to the data.
Thank you, Chairman. It needs to be made clear that for the years that the steering group has been in existence, Fareham Borough Council has always been the accountable body, and the funds have always sat with Fareham Borough Council. So there is no transfer. We are the accountable body, and we continue to be the accountable body for those funds. As the report says, those funds will be used in the future for the town centre. With regards to the dissolution of the town centre steering group, I received a letter from the town centre steering group saying that they had dissolved the steering group.
Thank you. Councillor Evans, do you want to add anything?
I'll just pick up a couple of Councillor Mandry's comments. I was going to confirm the point that the Chief Executive made in terms of the funds. I think Section 19 is very clear there. It recognises what those funds are, and that we are holding those funds on behalf of being spent within the town centre. In fact, interesting in terms of my portfolio role in looking at town centre development, I did query whether someone could go to help out there, and I was told very clearly and unequivocally, no, they're just the town centre activities. So that's very clearly understood. And to note that, of course, that the Borough Council has been the largest single contributor since the partnership began in 1997 in terms of funds. So we're talking about an ongoing level of activity here. And for the last 18 months, we have, of course, undertaken management and implementation of the various activities, and we've done that very successfully. So it seems to me that the level of activity in the town centre, particularly given the fact that direct interest from businesses would appear to be very limited, or very content with what is taking place, is such that we continue what we've done for the last 18 months, but within the leisure and community portfolio. That seems to me to be a very sensible way forward and a proven way forward.
Thank you. Any other comments from anybody? Thank you for the comments about Emma Watts. I think she has been doing a really fantastic job. Yeah, okay.
I have a draft of the letter that was sent to the Chief Executive. It concludes, the steering group therefore concludes that it has no role unless the town centre manager is reinstated under the original and still existing coexisting terms of reference. So they didn't dissolve. They don't have the power to dissolve themselves. It's got to be done by resolution in accordance with the terms of reference. That appears not to have happened.
Yeah, thank you. But the town centre manager, I think, was an employee, wasn't she, at Fareham Borough Council? So if Fareham Borough Council doesn't recruit the town centre manager, that's a matter for Fareham Borough Council.
Chairman, I'm happy to talk to Councillor Mandry. I'm not sure if that was the last letter in the line of correspondence that he's referring to, but I would need to talk to you and see the letter. But I believe that there has been subsequent correspondence that you're referring to.
Okay, I'm going to do that. So any comments? Councillor Miss Barr.
Yes, I'm just really back to echo your comments. We have a fantastic leisure team, and Emma has done, with her team, some fantastic events within the town centre.
Can you not use your microphone? Hold on. You can hear.
Better?
Just speaking to
And no, Councillor Evans, you're not getting your hands on the leisure money, so I just want that minuted. But yes, we will continue to provide exceptional leisure activities within the town centre.
Okay. Councillor Mrs. Mandry.
Thank you, Chairman. Yeah, I'm really pleased that Chief Exec will speak to Councillor Mandry about this, because I think it's been a bit sort of a grey area where nobody's really known what's been going on. Certainly I didn't get any from this report, and I know that obviously Councillor Mandry has been a member of the steering group, so until such times as he was told, as far as I'm concerned, that it is no longer, which I'm not sure it has been, I would be happy for Chief Exec to speak to him, please. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Anybody else? The recommendation agreed.